you're not able to be aware of what you know because you're only aware of what you are thinking. Knowing and thinking is two different things. Imagine you walk into a restaurant and without thinking, you look, you see that there's a leak going on there. There's a hole up in the ceiling there. And the waiter's got a dirty looking things, look like they haven't washed their clothes or washed their hands and probably got hair in the food. And looks like nobody even swept or mopped this place in months. Now, without thinking, can you imagine walking to a restaurant and being able to be aware of that instantly? Now, that information, if you had to think about it, I'm sure there's all these other little details, but it'll take a little while to, okay, think this, think this, think this, like verbally in our mind. Versus we can instantly look at it and be aware of all this information all at once. It's like the idea of seeing somebody that you find attractive without even thinking about all the features and all the reasons and this and this and that. You just look at this person instantly. You know that this person is attractive to you, right? Instantly. That speed of knowing is so much faster than thinking in your mind. There are so much information that we are instantly knowing, that we constantly know, whether it's new information and existing information, which is even more important. There's so much information that we know about ourselves, about our life, about what we need to do, about what's right, about what's wrong, about this habit, that, all of these things. But most people are not aware of what they know. They're not aware of this information. So now they're left confused. And if you don't know these things, well, then you can't act accordingly to the best of your interests, to live your best life, to do the things that are good for your life and not do the things that are not. You don't even know because you can't access the information. And that's just on things that you already know. And the same thing goes for new information. Like you walk into a room and see all that stuff, or see a situation, instantly you know all this information. But if we are always thinking, then we can only access little bits of information at a time. And it's very, very slow. It takes a little bit of time because, our mind's been running for a long time. So imagine it like, it's like when your mind starts to slow down and you start to access awareness, it's like having superpowers because you're like, whoa, because you can access so much, so much. It's almost so much that you're like, I can't even try to explain everything that I know, but you don't need to, because sometimes you just need to know what you need to do. You don't need to explain to anybody. You just know this is the right choice. I need to do this. I need to do this. And then you do it, right? And the explaining, sometimes that takes a little while, but most of the time you don't need to explain. You just do what you need to do.